them from God. They forgot it. They did not wait. Notice what it says. They did not wait for his counsel. Didn't we speak about that this morning? What did they reject? What is man rejecting? God's counsel. Notice what the Lord is saying here today, brothers. They soon forgot his works. They did not wait for his counsel. They didn't wait for his counsel. Not only did they not want to hear it, they didn't wait for it. I'm too busy for God. You know what? Forget it, man. Let's do it this way. Let's do it my way. Let's do it our way. Forget God's ways. It's taking long. Man, I thought I had a call in my life as pastor. 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 20 isn't going to happen. I thought I had a calling as a minister. I thought I had a calling as a praise worship leader. I thought I had a calling as an evangelist. You know what? I thought I had a calling to people get saved. We're all the people. Jeremiah declared. Did Jeremiah say that? Joseph, did he declare that when he was in prison? Remember what the Lord Yahweh showed him when he was a young boy? That he was going to be a leader, that he was a leader, that he was going to be, the prince of prince. When did he question God? When did he, and I guarantee you, if Joseph was in God, it would have been here.
That's right.
I guarantee you. When they falsely accused him, did he forsake Yahweh?
No.
When they beat him, because I know they beat him, did he forsake Yahweh? When they abandoned him, when they falsely accused him again, when they forgot about him in prison, God lifted him up. When he humbled himself, he lifted Joseph up. We know it's a picture of Christ. On time. You see, those that seek exaltation, what happened? Will be humble. Those that humble themselves. What does that mean? Just trusting God.
Amen.
Just trusting Yahweh. And believing in Yahweh. Notice, don't seek after promotion. Seek after Yahweh.
That's right.
The Lord declares, they didn't wait for his counsel. Verse 14. But lusted exceedingly in the wilderness. Notice, in the wilderness. They couldn't get Egypt out of them, brothers. Not only did they lust, but they tested God. Isn't that what the church does nowadays? They test God, man. Mm-hmm. You see it. And that really upsets me. They test God, man. They test God and they test God. Our Yahweh is patient, I tell you.
Amen.
See, man, I would have been dead already myself, Verse 15. Notice. Look at the merciful God that we have, we serve. He gave them their request. At a price. But sin has consequences. The wages of sin is death. No, he gave them their request. It's like we say over and over. God's going to go over to their error. That's what they want. That's the kind of leaders they want. They're going to get it.
Amen.
That's the kind of president you want. You're going to get a Muslim president. That's what you want? Fine. You'll get it. We got it. And he gave them their request, but sent leanness into their soul. What's leanness? It is diseases, pains. Leanness into their soul. See, he gave them the quail. He gave them the meat that they were lusting after. But it came at a price, folks. A lot of times, he gives to our sin. You want that. You want to be an adulterer? Okay, here it is. But it comes at a price. You want to be a drunk? Go ahead. You want to be a drug user? Go ahead. I'll give it over. I'll line you up the crackheads, the people who sell crack, all that. I'll give it to you. You want to forsake me? Forsake me all the way. He gave them over to their lust for her. He gave them over to their error. Because that's what it was. One of the things that I want to remind you, brothers, as I'm trying to say here, is that, remember in context, Matthew 5, 6, and 7 are what? Is what we know as the Sermon on the Mount. Remember this. We know it as a certain amount. What is a certain amount? Is it because if we keep this and we check mark, if we keep this other thing check mark, we're Christians? No. Because we're Christians, this will fall. Not the other way around. We keep the commandments not to be Christians, but because we're Christians, we keep the commandments. See, automatically it flows from us. It should. So this is more like a mirror. And Yeshua was showing us. The Sermon of the Mount is a mirror of what being a child of God is all about. Don't be like the hypocrites that pray out loud, in the synagogues in the corner, declaring, "Oh, look at me." Don't show off. He goes on and on, chapter 5 and chapter 6, where he's showing us. Don't be like them. Don't fear. Don't be afraid. You're not an orphan. You're not without a father. I know what you need. What's in your heart, I put it there. I know you want to declare truth. I know you're hungry that people get saved. It will come. But first, I need to refine you. That's right. First, I need to take you out to the wilderness. You need to check what's in there first before you can minister to others. See, we're all ministers. One way or another. Amen. We all declare His counsel. See? Now, so I remind you this. That's what this is about. Christian character. Are we reflecting godly character or demonic character? One or the other. That's right. One or the other. Remember, when fear creeps in, you're going to start reflecting a demonic character. When trust is there, brothers, you'll reflect the heart of Yeshua. That's right. Amen? Mm-hmm. Now, one of the things that I want to remind you is this. I wrote this down. It says, in chapter 6, he teaches us on Christian character, on godly, righteous character. It is our character which will determine the difference between victory or defeat. Notice, it is our character. It is our character whether you will gain victory in your life or defeat. As a husband, if we have a godly character, guess what? We're going to gain victory in our marriage. As a minister, if I reflect a godly character, souls are going to come to Christ. As a worker at work, when I reflect godly character, people are going to be, what's different about it? What is it? And they're going to start seeking after Yahweh. Now, my question is, since victory or defeat is upon our character, what molds our character? And we've said it. We've said it from this whole teaching or preaching here. Fear and trust. Fear and trust molds your character. Now, godly character can only be manifested in our lives through the Ruach HaKodesh. Amen. It only happens when we surrender to His will. When we trust Him, we surrender to Yahweh's will, the Ruach control, HaKodesh takes control of our lives, and we begin to reflect godly character. Amen. Now, let me ask you this. Why is it important? Why is trusting God and having godly character important? To accomplish our mission in life. The mission that the Lord has put upon our lives. Plain and simple. That is why it's important. And you notice, a character makes all the difference when a soldier goes to war. If he goes with a defeated frame of mind, he's already defeated before he even steps into the war field. But if he goes out there, man, I'm not going to be defeated. I've been trained for this. I know this. I know how the enemy operates. I know the way he thinks. I'm ready. You see, he has a higher chance. A lot of Christians are already defeated before they even start. Tell you what, we already had the victory. We had the victory, brothers. That's why we're here. And through this ministry, many are going to know the true victory.
That's right.